So in this video, I'm going to explain solution of this question which were recently asked in Codeforces round 909 rated for division 3. So first let us understand a problem statement. So you can see here is a problem statement. So what problem said that we will be given an integer array n size, and what is the current number representing. So what the current number representing the 2 to the power a of I, which means if I am having a of I is equal to 3, this will represent 2 to the power 3 only, right? So you can see this, if this is my array 3 1 3 2, so this will only represent 8 2 8 and 4. So if I show it here only, so if I am having a such array like 3 1 3 and 2, so this will represent only 8 2 8 and 4 only, right? So next, what is the problem asking us to do? So what problem is asking us to do is simply telling the number of pair such that I and j, such number of pair I and j such that I is smaller than j, right? So this is the first condition. And what is the next condition? Next condition is like a of I. So right, if my current array is like this, then I will simply present b like this only, right? So if my array is this only, then my b array is this only, right? So what I have to tell them is number of pair in array b such that b of I to the power b of j should be equal to b j to the power b of I, right? So this is my problem solution. This is my problem. So I have to tell the number of pair I and j such that I is smaller than j, and power of and bi to the power bj is equal to bj to the power b of I, right? So this is a whole problem solution, problem intuition, problem explanation. So what I will do, I will simply rewrite this equation and tell you how you can solve this efficiently. So what is it is representing? It is simply representing to the 2 to the power a power to the power b, and I have to tell them this should be equal to 2 to the power b to the power 2 to the power a, right? This is only it is representing, right? You can see this is only breakdown of this question only. So you can see I have to tell them what are the possible values of a and b such that this condition is satisfied, right? So you can see if I'm rewriting this equation like this only, 2 to the power a to the power 2 to the power b divided by 2 to the power b to the power 2 to the power a, right? This is to the power a only. This is equal to 1. So you can see this is converted into a mathematical equation. So if you convert this, if you solve this equation, I'm not solving it here only because it will take time only. So you can solve this question because you can solve this equation because this is only remaining part of this question. So if you solve this, you will simply get a is equal to 1 or a is equal to 2 is equal to b, which means my a and b should be equal to my a is equal to 1 or my b is equal to 2, or my a is equal to 2 or my b is equal to 1, which means there are only two values of a and b for this equation to be satisfied, and that are equal to 1 and 2. And you know why? Because you can see 2 to the power 1 is always equal to, right, 2 to the power 1 to the power 2 to the power 2 should always be equal to 2 power 2 power 2 power 1, because if you rewrite this equation, this will simply look like this only. This will simply look like this only. 2 to the power 4 should be equal to 4 to the power 2, right? So what is this? This is simply equal to 2 to 4 16. And what is this? This is also 16. So this is the only equation which is satisfying this equation. Else if I'm giving any of the value of a and b, this equation will never be satisfied, right? You can see this equation will never be satisfied for any of the value rather than a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2, right? So if my a is equal to 1 or my b is equal to 2, then my this condition is satisfied, else my this condition is never satisfied. So this breakdown, this completely uh, so shortens my solution, because you can see for calculating the rest of the part, I can simply calculate the unique occurrences. Because you can see, if my a is equal to if my a is equal to b, then my this condition will be satisfied, right? Because you can see 2 to the power right to the power 2 to the power 2 is always equal to 2 to the power 2 is always equal to 2 to the power 2. You can see these equations are always equal, right? So if my a is equal to b, then my condition is satisfied, which means, right, if I am giving if I have given array like this 8, I am simply writing that in the form of 2 to the power only 8, 8, 4, 16, 16, right? So if this is my array, then only equation satisfied in this will be all the occurrences of 8, all the occurrences of 4, and all the occurrences of 16 only, right? So how many pair of 8 can be formed from each other, and that are equal to their frequency. So let the frequency of 8 will be equal to x, then my number of pair will be x into x minus 1 divided by 2. You can this is a simple permutation combination, but you can see this can make pair with this, and this can make pair with this only, and this will never make pair with anyone else. So the number of pair would be x into x minus 1 by 2, and x is frequency of that number. So I will simply find the frequency of all the numbers and simply add x into x minus 1 by 2, and here x is the frequency of current number, and I will simply add this equation in my answer. But there is also a case. You can see if my a is equal to 1 and a is equal to, then my this value is satisfied. Then I will simply multiply frequency of 1 and 2 in my final answer, and this is the whole introduction of the question. So if I show the code is pretty much easy if you get this equation, right? So you can see I will simply calculating the frequency of each and every number, and for every number I will simply add the I will simply adding the is frequency multiplied by frequency minus 1 by divided by 2 in my final answer, and at the end I will simply multiplying the frequency of 1 into frequency of 2 in my final answer and simply printing the answer. So this is how power and intuition of this code. If you will like the video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.